Karrie, Kraft Nabisco kicks off the major season. Obviously, it's all about majors. Just talk about being here and your thoughts coming in.
It's always exciting to be here. It's one of my favourite events on tour, and I think it's probably one of the events that has the most history on the LPGA Tour, and history and also a tradition. We don't have many tournaments that follow the same tradition each year, and everyone wants to be able to jump in that lake on 18. So it's an exciting week. The weather's generally pretty good out here. The course is beautiful, and it's our first major.
Talk about jumping in that lake, Poppy's Pond. It's pretty unique in all of golf, the world of golf. You've done it a couple of times. What's it like?
It's great. It's a great feeling. Obviously, and I did it two different ways. The first year I won by 10 shots, so I had a few holes to think about what I was going to do, and then I won in a playoff the next time. So two totally different feelings of excitement, but all the same once your head goes under the water.
Kyle and I were talking about numbers, and we've come up with a number for you.
Okay.
You won in 2000, you won in 2006. That's a six-year differential. 2012, you're our heavy favorite.
I like it. I like that thinking. I didn't think about it until you started saying it, but yeah, I'll take it.
For you, with 7 majors under your belt, you can't say it's just another tournament, but obviously that experience has to be a huge help out here.
Yeah, I think definitely. I think this is the 17th time I've played the event, so I've seen many different ways people have won the event and under different conditions, and obviously different scores win every year. So it's I think the course plays slightly different every year, which creates different players, different types of players winning and different scores winning. I think the experience is key out here. There's not too many rookies that come out and win first up. I think Morgan Pressel won in her second year, so she'd only played it a couple of times before she won. But yeah, that doesn't happen all that often.
I know a lot of your male countrymen, and I guess if they're your countrymen, they would be male. And in talking to them about the Masters and how much they'd like to win the Masters, and Adam and Jason coming so close last year, you're the most prolific golfer in Australian history. What's that like? Because there's a rich history in Australia.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's obviously other people's opinions, but I'm very fortunate, I think, to have had the career that I've had. I would never have would have told you that stood up and said I was going to win 38 times and have 7 major wins, but it's every time I tee it up in a major, I want to add to that. And with the guys, it's sort of the monkey on all their backs is no Australian guy has ever won the Masters. So I thought we were going to get it done last year. I think we had three guys. I think Jeff Ogilvy was up there as well. I thought we had it for sure that one of them was going to win. I think I called it a bit too soon.
Do you watch it? I mean, it sounds like you pay attention.
Yeah, that's my favourite golf tournament to watch on TV. I remember when Australia comes on about 4 o'clock in the morning, so I remember getting up early, setting my alarm and watching the Masters and going to school late on Monday because it finishes Sunday night, which is Monday morning. Mum writing me a letter to give to the teachers as to why I was late for school.
All right, last thing. Another unique thing about golf, particularly for you and people like you, you're a member of the Hall of Fame. So, I mean, people usually get that after a career, but your accomplishments came so early, you got it early. What's left for you? I mean, somebody can look and say 7 majors, 38 worldwide wins, Hall of Fame. Why does she even play anymore? But what's left for you? It seems like there's still fuel in the tank. You want more.
Yeah, I do. I think, I've definitely got a few really good years left. I'd like to know when those were, but no, there's a lot left in the tank. I love the feeling of you're never on top of the game, but when things come a little bit easier than when the ball isn't going and the hole is often or as quickly as you would like. But I think I have those consistent years left in me before I'm done, and that's what I work hard to do. I don't think it's any individual goal like setting targets for wins or major wins or what have you. It's more about getting myself back up there week in and week out and enjoying the process along the way.
I said last thing, but you gave me a segue. I got to ask you one more thing. I apologize for taking more of your time, but In watching your career, you said, I'd like to know, jokingly, I'd like to know when those years are. In watching your career, you've had highs and lows, and you've come back. So, I mean, can you just talk a little bit about that when you say jokingly, you know, I'd like to know when they are, but can you just talk about being up, and it's the game.
Yeah, it is. You know, people say what's the difference between your best years and, you know, and my worst years. Not by far not a bad year in a lot of people's minds, but you know, the difference, and it was only, you know, I had a gradual climb and you know, played better and better every year, and then obviously there was going to come a time where the next year wasn't as good as the last, and that's when you realise how, you know, fine a line you were walking and you were on the good side of it, and when you're on the other side of it, it's the questions that you ask yourself, how do I get on the good side again? And that's the frustrating part about golf, and explaining it to people who don't do it for a living, because you know, you can't really, you know, you could say, if I made that putt on the second hole of the first round, everything would be different, and people don't understand why, but it's just golf. So, you know, I'd like to get back on the good side of the fine line and experience that for a little while.
2000, 2006, and 2012. Great to see you. Good luck this week.
Okay, cheers, thanks.